never knew you. Imagine hearing that on the last day.
You make your way to those brass gates, expecting to hear your last name, only to be cast away because
He never knew you. I mean, I always hear talks about these last days, but I thought these last days were gonna last always. See, you're the judge and I thought I could plead my last case, but apparently it's too late because you never knew me. I don't even know what to say anymore.
It's like I'm not made out of clay anymore. See, I thought I was in the hands of the potter, but I was walking to the slaughter.
I'm supposed to be your daughter.
I'm supposed to be your son.
We're supposed to be in a partnership. I thought you were the one.
Apparently you never knew me. See, I always knew there would be judgment.
I thought judgment.
I sinned.
And I repent, and we'd both be content.
I mean, how can you say that? Don't you remember seeing me in church every Sunday? Or some days? But you knew deep down I was going to change one day, but you took away that one day before it could even take place. But I ran my race. I mean, you could say I was hell-bent on heaven.
But hell sent for weapons.
And I tried to keep checking.
But I kept forgetting.
That I shouldn't be checking behind. And from first place, you became second. But I reckon if you had beckoned just one more time, I would have changed.
Lord, I surrendered all to you. Everything I gave to you, withholding some things, because Lord, you understand, right? I couldn't give you everything. I mean, I tried, but we both know deep inside I would have lied. So I lifted my hands to you in worship, but really I just got my nails done and I wanted everyone to see. So I sing, I'm coming back to the heart of worship because it's really all about me. I'm your sheep and you're my shepherd, but I never really heard you. Always got stirred to the left even though I knew what was right. I just wanted to fit in. So I stood in front of that mirror and tried to fit in the size smaller because my bum looked bigger. And let's be honest, my edges were popped in, so I popped in when everyone was sat down just to get noticed by that guy. Lord, I came to you in humble adoration, never forgetting that you were Lord of all creation. I would shout out your name to all the nation, but I guess I wasn't your favorite because then I might have got a retweet or maybe even a DM from you. First, Matthew left the mark. Never really understood Luke because he was so warm. Then I went back to John, even though he acts like he's not home trained. I needed a revelation. But I went back to Timothy, even though I knew he wasn't good for me. I just wanted to find the one, even though I knew he wasn't the one who wasn't who was to come. But Lord, you said your grace is sufficient for me. So how can you say you never knew me?
I never thought it would come to this. I mean, I started my journey in church before I could walk, heck. I probably started praying before I could talk. You said you knew me when I was formed in the womb, and you knew me even after I was laying my tomb. So I've concluded that after this season of series that this has to be a scandal. That my fight to kill sin was more like how to get away with murder. I wanted to build my empire instead of your kingdom, and I thought I was a king too, turning this into a Game of Thrones. And in the end, I ended up becoming a servant of sin too. Busy keeping up with the Kardashians instead of keeping up with you, but I did ask for things. I mean, I remember when I would come home late and pray that my mum be asleep. Or when I would get in trouble at school, pray that I get home first so I can get the letter and I wouldn't get beat. So I even remember seeing and praying that I'd see that buff girl at the bus stop again. See, I did ask. Cool. I mean, how can I expect you to remember me when I only remembered you when I needed a job? Or wanted a new CV, or wanted a family member to feel safe, or wanted to feel free. See, I didn't remember you. I remembered what you could do for me. I'll admit it. I had so many watches, but no time for you. I went to the gym, but me and you didn't work out. I would wear so many clothes, but still couldn't change. I would search for girls, but I was so lost, had so many chains, but never wore my cross. You think you know someone. You think it's so true, forgetting to ask if they even know you. I never knew you.
I never knew you.
Imagine hearing that on the last day. You make your way to those brass gates, expecting to hear your last name, only to be cast away because you never knew you.
I mean, I always hear talks about these last days, but I thought these last days were going to last always. So you're the judge, and I thought I could plead my last case, but apparently you never knew. So I ask, where will you stand on the day you stand before him?